And now part three of LeBron Jordan. Let's talk about the Lakers situation. Um, I touched on this in an earlier video, but LeBron, Bronny, if the Lakers, if the Lakers draft Bronny, if whatever happens, I think it's ridiculous. I think it's obnoxious. At a certain point, you have to do what's best for the organization. Time moves forward, and tying yourself to a 40-year-old basketball player is clinical stupidity. Again, my initial thought is you wear Velcro shoes, can't drive a nail in the snow, can't close an umbrella. Dr. Buss would never do this. That's what I can tell you. Dr. Buss would never do this. Dr. Buss would never tie himself to a 40-year-old basketball player. Great owners keep emotion out of their decision making. I'm far too emotional. I can never be an owner. Like I said, Florentino Perez and I don't see eye to eye over what happened with Ronaldo, but again, ended up being what was best. We're playing in the Champions League final again. But getting back to LeBron and the Jordan debate, again, LeBron and what comes with LeBron and is a problem for me. And it's a new generation, a new era, all that other stuff. I don't know what's going to happen with LeBron this summer. I believe that next year, I'm not going to say I know, but that next year is it. And I'm going to miss him. I absolutely am going to miss him, Lakers and Showtime. But I think the Lakers are bang in trouble. And if they were doing something for the betterment of the organization, they would let LeBron leave, trade him, do a sign and trade, whatever it is, because they're bang in trouble as an organization for the next 10 years. I mean, and I tell everyone this, the Lakers, why you see the so much Lakers merchandise. The bubble happened. Let me tell you why the bubble happened. The bubble happened because of Jeannie Buss. Because the Lakers organization, their sole financial stream is the Lakers, the Buss family. They're not Mark Cuban. They're not Mickey Arison. They're not the guy at MSG. Their sole financial revenue is the Lakers. And if the bubble hadn't happened and those games hadn't happened and the merchandise hadn't happened, they would have lost the team. They would have been in such financial trouble that the Buss family would have had to have sold the team. It's a fact. That's the only reason why the bubble happened, is because of Jeannie Buss. They were going to be done. It was a difficult situation. It was a bad situation. And, the Buss, that's why the bubble happened. And it is what it is. But like I said, that's why you see so much Laker merchandise, way more than any other NBA team, way more than any other pro team. Doesn't matter the sport, because the Buss's only revenue stream is the Lakers. And they were bang in trouble if the bubble hadn't happened. But again, it's just up to me. I think that what's going on in the Lakers right now isn't for the betterment of the organization, the betterment of the fans, any of that situation. But it's like Rich Paul, holds a gun to Jeannie's head and Linda Rambus. And that's the other biggest thing. Who runs the Los Angeles Lakers right now is Linda Rambus. That's the biggest, that's the truth. If you want anything, whatever it is, Linda Rambus has Jeannie Buss's ear, and whatever happens, basically Linda Rambus tells Jeannie Buss, and that's what happens. That's the truth. So, again, give LeBron his flowers. I'm going to miss him, when he leaves. But progression of the game, the antics and the theatrics that come with LeBron and me seeing it firsthand, because I was at all the parties. I was at everything during the Heatles years, everything. Story, there's a real funny story about me and Drake after we won the first championship. So, like I said, again, I've always had experiences over possessions and buying shit. But the problem for me is development of the game, what he does to organizations. And if you don't, in the LeBron temper tantrum, the famous LeBron temper tantrums. And if you don't do what LeBron does, he throws a temper tantrum and he leaves. Whether it be Miami, whether it be Cleveland, LA, and now, he's holding a gun to Jeannie Buss's head. And I don't know why Jeannie or whoever, like Pat Riley, fuck it, leave. No player's bigger than the organization. Fuck it, leave. I don't care. We'll be okay. We don't. LeBron doesn't make or break us. But again, that's not how it is. And they for whatever reason they get their pants pulled down, turned over, lubed up, and penetrated. And the Cleveland, the owner in Cleveland, L.A. now. I don't understand it, but I wish, like I said, and if he'd brought another championship to the L.A., I would understand that. You brought a bubble championship to L.A. I don't put much credence in it, but you have to say this. And also, the other thing about this in-season tournament is absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous that it was celebrated like it was. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you celebrating this in-season tournament like it meant something? So again, so many things, so many issues that I have. But again, going back to it, the antics, the theatrics. I know it's a new NBA, new players. The attitude's not the same. Everybody wants to ride a banana boat in the Bahamas together. Everybody wants to be loved, all that other stuff. The hate is gone. And MJ, Kobe, they thrived on the hate. They thrived on it. But again, like I said, I never understood why teams didn't figure out to play more of a zone. And from the pro side of LeBron, I never understood why they didn't look what Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra did by putting shooters around LeBron, because they knew he was strictly a drive to the basket player, one-dimensional player. Yes, defense, yes, passing, whatever, but offensively at the time, and still to a certain extent, he's an offensively drive it to the basket player, so they put shooters around him. And I never understood, but again, most of those people, Pelinka, the guy in Cleveland, whatever, they're morons. They don't know what they're doing. They got no business doing the job. But put shooters around him. And I think if the Lakers had done a much better job of putting shooters around LeBron, he'd have another championship or two. That's the truth. But again, that also comes down to you are who you are by, based on the people you have around yourself. So I don't know. I mean, it's just a situation that, again, if he's your favorite player, fantastic. But stop putting him in the conversation with Mike. Oh, and by the way, don't ever call Mike Mike. It's always Michael or MJ or Black Cat. He absolutely despises getting called Mike. Don't ever do that. So I need to, heed my own advice. Have a good Saturday.